Who was Esme Sultan, granddaughter of Suleiman the Magnificent, and how did she manage to carry on the legacy of one of the most powerful sultans of the Ottoman Empire? What role did she play at the Ottoman court and in the politics of the empire during her time? How do her actions and decisions reflect the lasting influence of her illustrious grandfather? Hello, and welcome to Behind the Invention. In this video, we're going to explore the life and impact of Esme Sultan, a woman who, despite living in the shadow of her famous grandfather, left an indelible mark on Ottoman history. How did she use her position and her marital alliances to influence the politics and culture of the empire? What challenges did she face as a woman in a court rife with intrigue and rivalry? And how does her legacy reflect the continuity and evolution of Ottoman power since the era of Suleiman? Join me on this journey through history, where we'll delve into the achievements, struggles, and intrigues of Esme Sultan, uncovering how a granddaughter managed to follow in the footsteps of a historical giant. Get ready for a story of power, legacy, and resilience that will keep you captivated until the very end. Esme Sultan was born in 1544 at the height of the Ottoman Empire in Topkapi Palace in Istanbul. She was the daughter of Selim II, the son of Suleiman the Magnificent and Roxolana, and of Nurbanu Sultan, a woman of great intelligence and influence. Being born into such a powerful and prominent family ensured her a privileged position from the very start of her life. Selim II, known as Selim the Drunkard, ascended the throne in 1566 after the death of his father, Suleiman the Magnificent. Although his reign never reached the same heights as his father's, Selim II was a sultan who delegated much of his authority to his advisors and viziers, which allowed his wife, Nurbanu Sultan, to wield considerable influence at court. Nurbanu Sultan, originally of Venetian origin, had been captured and brought to the Ottoman harem, where she quickly distinguished herself through her intelligence and charisma. As Valide Sultan, the Sultan's mother, Nurbanu was a central figure in Ottoman politics, and her influence shaped the life and opportunities of her daughter. Esme grew up in an environment of luxury and power, surrounded by the opulence of the palace and the cultural richness of the empire. From an early age, she was educated in various disciplines such as literature, poetry, calligraphy, music, and religion, under the guidance of the finest tutors at court. This comprehensive education not only prepared her for her future role in Ottoman politics and society, but also instilled in her a deep appreciation for the arts and culture. Esme Sultan's family was a blend of powerful political and cultural figures. Her grandfather, Suleiman the Magnificent, was one of the greatest sultans in Ottoman history, renowned for his military conquests, legal reforms, and patronage of the arts. Suleiman and Roxolana, her grandmother, had transformed the dynamics of the Ottoman court. Roxolana, as one of the first consorts to gain significant political influence within the empire, set a precedent for powerful women, a tradition that continued with Esme and her mother Nurbanu. Esme also had several brothers and sisters with whom she maintained complex and often strategic relationships. Her brothers, in particular, played important roles in the administration of the empire, and family alliances were crucial for maintaining power and stability within the Ottoman dynasty. Esme's network of family relationships was fundamental to her influence and success at court. Esme's position within the Ottoman royal family afforded her unique opportunities to shape the politics and culture of the empire. Through her education and family connections, Esme Sultan became a key figure at court, able to carry forward and expand the legacy of her grandfather, Suleiman the Magnificent. Esme Sultan's first marriage to Koku Mehmed Pasha was a significant event both in her personal life and in the history of the Ottoman Empire. This marriage, celebrated in 1562, not only united two powerful figures, but also strengthened Esme's political standing and had far-reaching implications for the administration of the empire. Koku Mehmed Pasha was a prominent statesman and military leader of Serbian origin, known for his intelligence, diplomatic skill, and administrative ability. He had been captured by the Ottomans in his youth and, after converting to Islam, quickly rose through the ranks of the empire thanks to his talent and loyalty. His career culminated in his appointment as Grand Vizier in 1565, a position he held until his assassination in 1579. The marriage between Esme Sultan and Koku Mehmed Pasha was part of a carefully crafted political strategy. For Esme, marrying one of the most powerful men in the empire gave her a platform from which she could exert influence and take an active role in Ottoman politics. For Koku Mehmed Pasha, marrying the granddaughter of Suleiman the Magnificent consolidated his position at court and strengthened his ties to the imperial family. As the wife of Koku Mehmed Pasha, Esme Sultan found herself at the very heart of Ottoman power. She used her position to support her husband in his efforts to reform and administer the empire. Together, Esme and Koku made a formidable team, working side by side to promote policies that benefited the empire and ensured its stability. Esme's influence at court, combined with Koku's administrative skill, resulted in a period of relative stability and prosperity. Esme Sultan also took advantage of her position to champion social and cultural causes. She was a great patron of the arts and architecture, sponsoring the construction of mosques, schools, and public baths. These initiatives not only beautified the city of Istanbul, but also improved the quality of life for its residents. The Esme Sultan Mosque stands as one of the most notable examples of her architectural legacy. Her marriage also strengthened Esme's position in Ottoman politics. Through Sokolu Mehmed Pasha, Esme had direct access to the empire's most important discussions and decisions. Her ability to influence her husband and her skill in navigating the complexities of court politics allowed her to play a crucial role in the administration of the empire. She often acted as an advisor and mediator, using her intelligence and charisma to resolve conflicts and promote peace. Esme's relationship with Sokolu Mehmed Pasha was also personal and affectionate. Although marriages at the Ottoman court were often strategic, Esme and Sokolu shared a deep mutual respect and admiration. This close and collaborative relationship not only strengthened their marriage, but also benefited the empire as a whole. The assassination of Sokolu Mehmed Pasha in 1579 was a devastating blow for Esme Sultan. His death marked the end of an era in Ottoman politics and left Esme without her main ally. Despite this loss, Esme remained an influential figure at court, using her experience and connections to continue supporting the causes that mattered to her. After the tragic death of her first husband, Sokolu Mehmed Pasha, in 1579, Esme Sultan entered a new phase of her life. While her first marriage had placed her at the center of the Ottoman Empire's political and administrative power, her second marriage also carried significant political implications and allowed her influence at court to continue. Esme Sultan's second marriage was to Damat Ferid Pasha, a prominent member of the Ottoman elite. This marriage was strategically significant for both Esme and the empire. Ferid Pasha was a man of considerable influence and administrative ability, and his union with Esme further reinforced political alliances within the Ottoman court. For Esme, this marriage provided continuity in her position of power and her ability to exert influence. While the death of Sokolu Mehmed Pasha had been a severe blow, her marriage to Ferid Pasha allowed her to maintain her status and continue playing a crucial role in the empire's politics. Esme used this opportunity to consolidate her influence and support her children and other family members in positions of power. From a political perspective, the union between Esme Sultan and Ferid Pasha had several significant implications. First and foremost, it strengthened alliances within the Ottoman court, ensuring that the factions loyal to Esme retained their influence. This was crucial during a period when Ottoman politics was characterized by intricate intrigues and rivalries. Esme's presence at court helped to balance these tensions and promote stability. Leveraging her position to influence political and administrative decisions, her experience and knowledge of court life made her a valuable advisor to her new husband and other members of the Ottoman elite. Through Ferid Pasha, Esme was able to continue advancing policies that benefited the empire and ensured its prosperity. Moreover, the marriage between Esme Sultan and Ferid Pasha underscored the importance of marital alliances in Ottoman politics. These unions were not merely personal relationships, but also political strategies designed to strengthen power and influence within the empire. Esme understood this well and used her marriage to consolidate her own position and that of her family. Despite the differences in personality and leadership style between Sokolu Mehmed Pasha and Ferid Pasha, Esme Sultan demonstrated a remarkable ability to adapt. She knew how to support and advise her new husband, drawing on her vast experience in court politics. Her skill in forging alliances and maintaining her influence was key to her continued success at the Ottoman court. The marriage also allowed Esme to continue her philanthropic and cultural work. As with her first husband, Esme and Ferid Pasha sponsored the construction of architectural works and supported artists and scholars. This patronage not only beautified Istanbul, but also contributed to the cultural and educational development of the empire. In her later years, Esme Sultan remained an influential and respected figure at the Ottoman court. Despite hardships and challenges, her ability to adapt and maintain her influence made her one of the most remarkable figures of her time. Her legacy endures not only in the structures and policies she helped establish, but also in the way she continued and expanded the legacy of her grandfather, Suleiman the Magnificent. Esme Sultan, granddaughter of Suleiman the Magnificent, played a crucial role in Ottoman politics and the imperial court throughout her life. Her influence was evident through her strategic marriages, her ability to navigate the complexities of court politics, and her commitment to the welfare of the empire. Through her shrewdness and diplomatic skills, Esme managed to maintain a position of power and authority that left a lasting mark on the history of the Ottoman Empire. Esme Sultan first married Sokolu Mehmed Pasha, one of the most influential Grand Viziers of the Ottoman Empire. This marriage not only solidified her position at court, but also allowed her to wield considerable political influence. Sokolu Mehmed Pasha, known for his administrative and diplomatic abilities, valued Esme's counsel and included her in important decision-making. The alliance between Esme and Sokolu enabled effective collaboration that benefited the empire in terms of stability and efficient governance. After Sokolu's assassination, Esme Sultan in 1579 married Damat Ferid Pasha, another prominent member of the Ottoman elite. This marriage was also strategically significant, allowing Esme to maintain her status and continue exerting her influence in Ottoman politics. Through Ferid Pasha, Esme was able to keep promoting policies and decisions that benefited the empire, using her knowledge and experience to advise her new husband. Esme Sultan played an active role in the politics and administration of the Ottoman Empire. Her education and training allowed her to grasp the complex aspects of diplomacy, and she used this understanding to influence court decisions, acting as an advisor to her husband and other high-ranking officials. Esme was particularly involved in implementing administrative and legal reforms aimed at improving the efficiency of government and justice within the empire. In addition, Esme used her position to forge political alliances and mediate conflicts within the court. Her negotiating skills and charisma enabled her to maintain stability during times of political tension, acting as a bridge between different court factions and encouraging dialogue and cooperation. This ability to mediate and build alliances was crucial for the cohesion of the empire during her era. Beyond her political influence, Esme Sultan was a great patron of the arts and culture. She sponsored the construction of several mosques, schools, and public baths, contributing to the cultural and social development of Istanbul. These projects not only beautified the city, but also improved the quality of life for its residents. The Esme Sultan Mosque is one of the most notable examples of her architectural legacy. Esme also promoted education and social welfare. Her support for educational institutions helped shape the next generation of Ottoman leaders and scholars. By investing in education and cultural development, Esme strengthened the intellectual and cultural foundation of the empire, ensuring its continued prosperity into the future. Esme's relationships with other members of the Ottoman royal family were complex and strategic. She maintained close ties with her mother, Nurbanu Sultan, and her brother, Murad Afurs, using these connections to influence imperial policy. Her ability to form alliances within the royal family allowed her to play a crucial role in the internal politics of the Ottoman dynasty. Esme Sultan, granddaughter of Suleiman the Magnificent, is remembered not only for her political influence, but also for her significant cultural and social contributions to the Ottoman Empire. Throughout her life, Esme actively promoted the development of architecture, the arts, and education, leaving a lasting legacy that enriched Ottoman society and beautified its capital, Istanbul. One of Esme's greatest achievements was her patronage in the field of architecture. As a benefactor, she financed the construction of several mosques, schools, madrasas, and public baths, structures that not only served religious and educational purposes but also improved Istanbul's urban infrastructure. The Esmihan Sultan Mosque in Yup stands as an iconic example of her architectural legacy. This mosque became not only an important place of worship, but also a center for community activity, reflecting Esme's dedication to improving the lives of her fellow citizens. Esme Sultan recognized the importance of education for the empire's progress. Her support of the madrasas helped provide a comprehensive education to young people from all social classes, preparing future leaders and scholars. These institutions offered training in theology, philosophy, sciences, and the arts, ensuring a broad and diverse education. By promoting education, Esme helped lay a solid foundation of knowledge that would benefit the empire for generations to come. Esme Sultan's commitment to social welfare was evident in her efforts to improve public infrastructure. She financed the construction of public baths, which were essential for hygiene and public health, and promoted the creation of charitable works to help those most in need. These public baths served not only as places for personal hygiene, but also as community gathering centers, fostering social cohesion and a sense of community among Ottoman citizens. Esme Sultan was a great patron of the arts. Her support for poets, musicians, and artists contributed to the flourishing of Ottoman culture. She encouraged the creation of literary and artistic works that celebrated the empire's history and traditions. Her patronage helped create a culturally rich atmosphere at the Ottoman court where the arts and letters were valued and cultivated. As a prominent figure at court, Esme Sultan also influenced the fashion and customs of Ottoman society. Her style and preferences were reflected in the dress and practices of noblewomen, setting trends that spread beyond the court itself. Her refined taste and sense of fashion helped define the standards of elegance and sophistication of her era. Esme Sultan used her influence to promote social cohesion and stability within the harem. By supporting projects and infrastructure, she helped foster a sense of unity. Her efforts to improve the daily lives of Ottoman citizens reflected her commitment to the general welfare and prosperity of the empire. As the granddaughter of Suleiman the Magnificent, the Sultan maintained complex and strategic relationships with other members of the Ottoman royal family throughout her life. These relationships not only demonstrated her keen insight, but also played a crucial role in the stability and cohesion of the Ottoman dynasty. Nurbanu Sultan, Esme's mother, was an influential figure at the Ottoman court as Valide Sultan during the reign of her son Murad III. Nurbanu, renowned for her intelligence and political acumen, was a key figure for Esme. The close bond between mother and daughter allowed Esme to learn from Nurbanu's experience and wisdom, preparing her to take on important roles at court. Nurbanu Sultan not only influenced Esme's education but also supported her strategic marriages, first to Sokulu Mehmed Pasha and later to Damat Ferid Pasha. This relationship of mutual support strengthened Esme's position at court and provided her with a solid foundation for her political influence. Murad III, Esme's brother, ascended the throne in 1574. The relationship between Esme and Murad was vital to the political stability of the empire. Esme used her influence to advise and support her brother in his decisions as ruler. Her ability to act as mediator and counselor helped maintain cohesion within the royal family and prevented internal conflicts that could have weakened the administration of the empire. Esme also played a role in protecting and promoting the interests of her children and other relatives at court, ensuring that their positions and privileges were respected. Esme also maintained strategic relationships with her other brothers and nephews. These connections were essential for forming alliances within the court and securing support for her own political and cultural initiatives. By acting as a central and unifying figure within the family, Esme helped strengthen the Ottoman dynasty during times of uncertainty and rivalry. Her skill in forging alliances and mediating family disputes reflected her deep understanding of court politics and her commitment to the stability of the empire. Beyond her immediate family, Esme Sultan also interacted with other influential members of the court, including grand viziers, advisors, and military leaders. Her marriage to Sokulu Mehmed, one of the most powerful grand viziers, gave her direct access to the empire's most important decisions. Esme used these connections to influence the empire's foreign and administrative policies, promoting measures that ensured the stability and prosperity of the realm. Esme's ability to navigate the complexities of internal Ottoman dynastic politics was crucial to her success. She acted as a unifying figure, fostering unity and mediating in family disputes that could have threatened the stability of the empire. Her influence helped maintain the balance of power within the royal family and ensured that political decisions were both informed and strategic. Esme also played a role in shaping the younger generations of the royal family. Esme Sultan, one of the most influential figures of her time in the Ottoman Empire, spent her later years continuing her philanthropic work and maintaining her influence at the Ottoman court, despite the personal and political challenges she faced throughout her life. Her dedication to the royal family and the welfare of the empire never waned with time. In her final years, Esme Sultan focused on consolidating her legacy and making sure that the reforms and projects she had championed would continue to benefit future generations. Despite the deaths of her two husbands, Suku Mehmed Pasha and Mat Ferid Pasha, Esme retained her position at court thanks to her intelligence, diplomacy, and political connections. She continued to serve as a trusted advisor at the court of her brother, Sultan Murad I, and later at that of her nephew Mehmed III. During this period, Esme devoted much of her time to charitable projects. She funded the construction of more mosques, madrasas, and hospitals, ensuring that the citizens of the empire had access to places of worship, education, and healthcare. Her work on these projects reflected her deep commitment to social welfare and to improving the urban infrastructure of Istanbul. Esme also made sure that her children and grandchildren received a proper education and were prepared to take on important roles in the administration of the empire. Her interest in the education and personal development of her descendants ensured that her intellectual and cultural legacy would endure. She maintained close relationships with her children and used her influence to ensure that they continued her philanthropic and political work. Esme Sultan's legacy is multifaceted and enduring. Her impact can be seen in various aspects of Ottoman life, from politics and administration to culture and social welfare. Her ability to navigate court politics, forge strategic alliances, and promote social welfare made her a key figure in the history of the Ottoman Empire. Esme Sultan's architectural contributions, such as the Esme Sultan Mosque in Eyüp and other public buildings, left a tangible legacy that endures to this day. These structures not only beautified Istanbul, but also improved the quality of life for its residents. Her support for social and educational initiatives helped create a fairer and more equitable society. In the political sphere, Esme Sultan was a crucial mediator and advisor. Her ability to influence the political and administrative decisions of the empire helped maintain stability during times of transition and conflict. Her political legacy includes promoting reforms that improved the efficiency of government and justice throughout the empire. Esme's commitment to education and the arts is also a significant part of her legacy. Her support for madrasas and cultural institutions fostered intellectual and artistic development within the empire. Thanks to her patronage, many artists and scholars were able to thrive, contributing to a cultural renaissance that enriched Ottoman life. Esme Sultan also played a vital role in maintaining unity and cohesion within the Ottoman royal family. Her skill in mediating family disputes and forging strategic alliances helped preserve the balance of power within the dynasty. Her influence on the education and development of the younger generations of the royal family ensured the continued effectiveness of the empire's leadership. Esme Sultan died in 1585, but her lasting impact on Ottoman history remains evident. Her architectural, cultural, and political legacy continues to be appreciated and studied by historians and scholars. Esme Sultan is remembered as a symbol of women's ability to shape politics and society, even in a male-dominated context. Throughout this video, we have explored the life and legacy of Esme Sultan, a woman who made her mark on the history of the Ottoman Empire. From her political influence to her cultural and social contributions, Esme Sultan proved to be a capable and visionary leader, carrying on the legacy of her grandfather, Suleiman the Magnificent. Thank you for joining us on this fascinating journey through the life of Esme Sultan. Who was Malk? If you enjoyed this video, become part of our community and explore the history of other civilizations. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel and learn more about the important roles played in history. So you don't miss any of our upcoming content. Your support is essential for an intellectual advisor whose ideas and knowledge helped shape one of the